Monsoon inbound. This has probably been the most mild summer I've had in so many years. Even when it's cloudy and monsoony like it is right now, it's still like 110 degrees out. It's in the 90s. It's been in the 90s throughout most of the summer this year. Even when it was cloudy, it was still maybe like 98 degrees instead of the usual 114, 116. I can actually go outside for once. It's incredible. Going outside during the middle of the day, during the middle of summer, during the middle of America's 250th year of independence, folks. So I wanted to talk about, last night was kind of disappointing. As soon as it hit midnight, I didn't even know that it was midnight because nothing happened. I was expecting a bunch of fireworks to go off. I was on like 6 shots of white rum. I would say closer to maybe about 7 because the last one I made a little bit stronger. But it was exactly around that number because I measured it with a little I decided to use a little shot thing because I was curious to see how many drinks would get me drunk, and I guess the magic number is about around 5 or 6. I'm a lightweight because I don't drink nearly as much as I used to because I actually care about my health. And it's not that I never didn't care about my health. I just didn't know that, well, obviously I knew that alcohol is bad for you, but I didn't know it was, as bad for you as it actually is. I always just did it for fun. So like 6 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, back then I was drinking like a fish. I'd be getting wasted, going through bottles of whatever I could get my hands on every damn day I had off. I was a functional alcoholic, but I would always be plastered, folks. And it was the best thing ever. No hangovers, no nothing. And then I started to realize that, wow, this is actually really bad for you. I should probably cut back. So I decided I'm not going to stop entirely. I'm just going to cut back a lot. So instead of getting wasted every opportunity that I get, which on average back then I was getting drunk like maybe a couple times a week or whatever, because that's usually when I had a day off, but I would just get abnormally plastered, like I said. It was a fun time, but I just don't feel like doing it anymore. I never developed any health problems from it. I never went through withdrawals or anything like that. So I guess I just decided to cut back while I was ahead because I've heard and I've known way too many people that did develop, they just got addicted to it. Like they literally could not go more than a day without having a drink until they started getting really sick, going through withdrawals and having like getting all jittery and whatnot. And then there's just organ damage and a bunch of other things. So that's why I'm going to keep my tolerance low, and my cutoff is going to be like about 6 regular drinks, whatever a regular drink is. I always cut off at 6 now. But like I said, I had one extra one last night because America's 250th birthday. But I'm at the point where I drink alcohol just during like holidays or if there's a real reason to, rather than just because. Oh, I had a long week, I'm gonna drink a gallon of liquor. Like, I just don't want to do that anymore. I never drank that much. Usually I would have like maybe 2/3 of a handle worth, which is like 1.75 liters. But I'd usually get the 750 milliliter. When I would get Evan Williams or I'd get Captain Morgan or something like that, I'd usually get the 750 milliliter from Walmart. I didn't really buy stuff from actual liquor stores until I discovered how much cheaper it is at Total Wine. So now I just go to Total Wine, which kind of sucks. It's like, why couldn't I have just gone to Total Wine for all of that booze purchases? Probably would have saved a bunch of money, but now I guess it doesn't really matter. These are just thoughts being put into words as I'm walking over to the store. I don't even remember what I'm going to the store for. I think I need more milk for the coffee. The only thing I have on a daily basis is coffee. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. Why do I have coffee? But anyway, it's a little bit humid. I think the humidity right now, it only feels like it's maybe 20%, even with the cloudiness. So, stay tuned for more stupid videos. See you, folks. I don't have anything else to say right now. This traffic is too loud. See you, folks.